They say that money can't buy happiness, but Poco really tried to prove them wrong. This year, the Poco X8 Pro is packing a processor that's basically better than most mid-range phones. 12GB of RAM, which, let's be real, it's more expensive than an apartment nowadays. 50 megapixel cameras, and a battery so massive it might actually outlast your grandma's lifespan. But do these numbers even mean anything? Let's get straight to the unboxing. So the Poco X8 Pro comes in this black box that has a peel. Nice. There aren't many stickers though. So it comes here with HyperOS. Let's remove the case. I said the battery might outlast my grandma, but I'll probably use half of it clicking decline on all this pre-installed slop. It's the classic Xiaomi experience. Flagship hardware, bargain bin software clutter. Luckily with my latest project and my biggest one yet, Omni debloat. It debloats Android phones with little to no effort thanks to the work that's been done by our small community. The Discord server link is in the description. Now it's time for camera testing time. So at this point of the video, if you like my content, consider subscribing. We are so close to 200 subscribers. Anyway, let's continue. So the Poco X8 Pro features a 50 megapixel camera and an 8 megapixel ultra wide. It shoots at max 4K 60 FPS, and this is the mic. I'm walking here on the street. The footage looks okay, but it's not the best, as you can see. I'm shooting here. It looks really sharpened, but I like the look. Here on the streets, the processing is a bit too matte and the sharpening, but the colors are fine. It's solid for a performance phone. The stabilization is actually crazy though. Sadly, I didn't shoot more video footage, so we're going to talk about photos. These photos are taken on the road, but I can still see some over sharpening, which in videos is somewhat acceptable, but in photos there is no reason to sharpen, because it ruins the photo. Also, the ultra wide is so terrible that I did not include it in this photo comparison, because it looks so bad. Xiaomi found the ultra wide on the bin and said, yeah, we have two cameras guys. If you take photos without RAW mode, which I will discuss later, this phone is not worth it for the default camera. Moving over to RAW, this looks so much better. You could compare it to the Samsung A56 because this picture quality is so much better. However, it isn't ideal to deal with RAW because you need external software like Darktable or Lightroom to convert to an actually small image format. But overall, this phone has one of the best performance phone cameras I've ever seen. Another way to capture good quality photos is using OpenCam or Gcam. Now it's time for software. If you are buying this phone to have clean software with minimal tinkering, Poco phones in general sucks in terms of software cleanliness. Look at all this AI slop on the widgets page. The Themes app has a show ads button and a personalized recommendation that you should absolutely turn on. And to add the cherry on top, Xiaomi is blessing us with an optional Xiaomi account like Microsoft does with Windows 11. Now that I think about it, HyperOS isn't that bad when debloated. Look at this beautiful control center with its unique design language. It does give some iOS flashbacks, but its flat style with the blur is sure making it look good. Another great part is, for example, look at the clock app. It follows the system look as it should. HyperOS skin of the clock app is so much better than the Google clock, which I have installed only for the Material U widgets. Also, these animations are as good as you can get. I haven't seen a phone this smooth. It feels like an iPhone, but the 120Hz display is making it even better. Also, the customization here is crazy. It has a marketplace for themes and the lock screen customization is top tier. One thing that the HyperOS does its best in my opinion are those folder animations and tab opening animations. But yeah, in general lines, HyperOS does its job beautifully. After playing Minecraft with vibrant visuals for 10 minutes, the battery hasn't dropped that much. The massive battery on this phone makes it a good phone for people who like to travel or don't like like charging their phone, and if this phone runs out of battery in your whole lifespan, you can charge it at 100 watts, which is great speed. In conclusion, the Poco X8 Pro is a great device for enthusiasts. With a little bit of tinkering via ADB and disabling a few manual toggles, it is very capable of providing a good camera system, an outstanding battery, and then premium design. However, if you don't like messing around with your phone's software and you don't care about taking raw pictures, I highly suggest buying a Samsung A57 or a Google Pixel 9a. While the Poco actually undercuts them a bit on price now, those phones give you a great out-of-the-box software experience without the headache. But if you want a flagship killer that absolutely destroys in games while providing a smooth daily experience, the Poco is an absolute steal. And look, if you don't want to spend time hunting down ADB commands, you can just use Omni Debloater, which is open source and on my GitHub. It has the exact Poco X8 Pro preset that I use on my personal phone to strip out all the junk instantly. Other than that, if you enjoyed the video, please hit that subscribe button and I'll see you in the next one.